morning from the brick shed. It is Saturday morning here. It's a bit dark back here. I've got to put on the lights. But we are starting off this week's vlog with turning this shelf here into more drawers. We're going to push it over so it's at the back of that other alleyway. We're going to put 9 more drawer units on it, just like we've got down there. And we'll be able to shimmy all of those drawer units over again. They're going to be shifted all over there. And we'll be able to pick from back there as well. And then we can do some more labeling of these drawers. So these 9 units at the back here will all be moved over to there. And we'll shift everything else down. And actually that means nothing will be picked from this side because nothing over there will be labeled actually. So we're going to do that today. That's going to be the first job. And I'm not going to do a time lapse on it, but I will show you the before and after. I mean, you can kind of see this is the before. We've got the shelf back here. We're going to move this shelf over to the right so it's to the back of this. That's all just random shed stuff, nothing really important. We need to get that lawnmower back out there. We've got to do some shimming around, going to move those shelves around, just kind of the levels to make sure it's the same as that one over there. So like this shelf needs to be brought up a bit and whatnot. We've got to take off the top one. So we're going to do a little bit of work there, but it should be pretty easy. So we're going to start with that. No contractors in today. Last week was really successful. I'm glad I was able to get back into things. We uploaded a bunch more parts and we started to work through our plates and bricks. So hopefully in the next couple of days, I'll be able to upload all of that, all of this, and all of that, and then all of the stuff on that table over there. So a few jobs that I want to get done. Need to get these sets uploaded onto eBay. Got to action the international orders. Hopefully I can do most of this stuff today and tomorrow, but we will see. I'm a bit busy tomorrow, but it'll be all right. We did get another eBay auction up. I uploaded a bunch of animals yesterday, and these were the damaged ones, so I put them up on a eBay auction because the last time I did a horses and animals auction on eBay, it actually went for pretty good. I didn't think it was going to do very well, so we'll see where that goes. Otherwise, I'm going to get straight into things. We're going to turn the lights on and do some rearranging. I've got some bulk being dropped off from one of our sorters. It's all happening. So I will. I'll show you at the end what that alleyway looks like. There we go. So a nice little time lapse to commemorate the new shelf at the back of alleyway 2. So we've moved the 9 units that were over here, pushed them onto that drawer unit or that shelf. We can fill that with, I mean, there's tons of units. We've got some back here as well. There's a few more still to come. There's some down there. We just have a ton. So really, really pleased with how this back section looks. It's very clean looking. It's a really nice view from my desk, but that is absolutely wonderful. So the little gap there is just to get into the back of the shed with the shed stuff. We pushed in a wardrobe here. That needed to be moved. Look at that. That's bloody brilliant. So yeah, the pick path will go up down here, back around. It'll loop around that side. It'll come back down this side of alley 2, and then you'll get to these units, and then you'll come onto this side. So there's nothing labeled on this side anymore. So I'll be able to get some more labeled drawers there. I've got to label the last one of those, and then we'll be able to start moving parts into here. Obviously, we have 250 kilos of bulk that is currently being sorted, so we're going to need a lot more room to fit all those wonderful parts into the store. So yeah, we're going to need all the space we can get. So all of that is going to be filled. Absolutely wonderful. But yeah, so I am working on some 1x plates, just getting some of those uploaded. Some of the stuff that's been counted and sorted already. So we're going to get that uploaded to the store, which is hopefully going to boost our inventory count. I know that Richie over at the Yellow Brick Road is bloody hell smashing it with his items. He's almost at 700,000 pieces. I don't know how much that room is going to be able to hold, but he's hoping to hit 1 million parts soon. So I've got to kind of catch up. I like the mirror there because it kind of looks like, it feels a bit more spacious. It feels like the drawers keep going. So that's kind of fun. All right, we're going to get back to work. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday afternoon here. We didn't do any filming on Monday, yesterday, or Sunday. I did do some admin work on both those days, a touch of uploading, but nothing worthy of pulling out the camera. On Thursday night last week, which actually might not have done much. I don't even know if I mentioned that on Thursday we had our monthly meeting, which was pretty nice. All the usual crew were there, a few new faces. Really good to catch up with everyone. Shannon over at Every Little Brick always has something interesting to say. Tanya from Sydney Brick Emporium. I just finished watching Richie's new vlog. I am absolutely loving the store report section on his new video, so please go check that out. He's kind of doing a little bit of information on all of the big Australian stores. My name usually gets put out there each week, which is awesome to see, and it's really interesting to see all of kind of the in-depth kind of stuff that he's doing on each individual store. A lot of that information coming from the new BL metrics. Please go check that out from our main man Julian over in Belgium, I believe. And he is doing some absolutely wicked work programming this amazing program. Definitely go check it out. Richie's saying a lot more on it, and I believe Richie's going to have a discount code for it in a week or so once that goes, fully live and stuff. But it's going to be an amazing platform, worth the money, absolutely. But if you can get a discount, that's even more brilliant. So go check out, keep in touch with Richie's videos, because he'll have something to say on that, I'm sure. Today, haven't been too busy. We're going to do some normal stuff. We've done some regular old uploading. I've actually decided to upload all of the arms and hands in those blue cases, which have been sitting over there on my desk. And I use them every now and then to complete figures, but I just don't use them enough. And I was talking to a few people the other day about selling arms and hands, and I think I want to give it a shot. So we're going to do a big upload. We're going to list all of our arms and hands. We're not going to keep any. I thought about, listing just half of them or something so I can still complete figures with them. But no, I'm going to list them all, see what happens. If it goes really well, then I will continue to list arms and hands. If it doesn't go well, then perfect. I've learnt a lesson, and from then on, I'll just hoard them to complete figures. But I'm pretty pleased with the value so far. In just these couple of containers, obviously this is not all arms and hands, but there's some arms and hands. There you go. There. Couple in there, and then I'm doing some more in here. Just those containers is already about $400. We already found a $10 arm actually to the Finn minifigure. It's that one right there. The Finn minifigure from bloody hell, Adventure Time. That is a $10 arm. There's only one other. I think there's only one available in the world for maybe $5, possibly, potentially. I put it at 10 because the torso alone is worth almost $20. So, and the arm's in good condition, and nobody else has it. So, $10 for that arm. Definitely a bit of an upcharge, but that's all right. But yeah, some amazing value. Obviously, I want it to sell as well. So, I've got a few more colors to do, and then I've got to do all the hands. That's going to be really fun counting. I'm going to have to go through all of these and make sure I get out all the crap ones, because I know there's fake ones in here. So, I'm going to do that. We do have a pickup order. Usual buyer, Alvin. I don't know if he watches the videos, but cool. He's going to place another one actually just before he picks up. Got a few orders to pick today. We actually had one of our staff members call off, so I've called in another one. David has been very helpful there, so thank you, David, if you are watching this video. Thank you for coming in. I'm just fixing some stuff up, admin side of things. This is one of the programs that we use, one of those pieces of software, Connect Team, which I use to manage our contractors as well as the people who come in and do work for us. So very happy with that. Also tracking my own time, so I clock in and clock out every day through this. So amazing piece, and it's free. Anyway, I did some animal uploading. Actually, that was something I should probably mention. Animal uploading. Here we go. So I uploaded all of these, which have been sitting on my desk for quite some time. I did all of those the other day as well. That was probably in last week's vlog. But I did all the small animals. Now, I still don't know how I want to have the animals sorted. They're kind of everywhere at the moment. I need them to be able to be taken to markets, but I also need them to be able to be stored, in the store. And I don't really know how the best way to do it, because figures are easy. Barcode on everyone and they stand up straight. That's simple. But the animals, and it's not, I'm not going to bag each individual one of these. Yeah, so I'm just finding a system that works to both Bricklink as well as markets, that I can just have, like the figures. I upload figures, they get stored in these drawers. The remark code is that, and then, the remark code is actually that for the $5 figures, and then after that it's RD$6, but I'm only looking in one drawer. Now, but the issue with the animals, a lot of them look really similar, and I need to make sure that that the pickers are telling the difference between them. So that's why on the ones that I bagged, like the sharks, those sharks are all different, but they can read the code. But I don't want to bag all of these small animals. So, maybe it's just something that I need to just say, no, I'm not bringing the small animals to the markets, and I just put those in the regular drawers like I used to. But I want to bring them to markets because they sell. So yeah, and potentially also something that will be able to be transferred over into a retail space as well is what I want to have. So part of me thinks I'm going to have to go to some kind of system like the figures for the small animals. So the ones that can stand up will go up on base plates. And then the ones that can't, like these small ones, like the snakes and whatnot, or, frogs can stand up, but I'm not going to put them all onto the plate. But maybe I put them into little containers that are, like, they look nice, so I can still put that onto the stand. I don't know. And plus, I need barcodes either on everyone or on the container that they're in. So when I'm at markets and I'm selling them, I know where to pull them off the inventory. Anyway, lots to kind of think about. We had somebody in Sunday night, and he was counting. He did orders, and then he counted a bunch of 1x bricks. So he's been working through this tub over here through our 1x bricks. He's done 1x1s, and he's working through the 1x2s at the moment, and pulling out damaged and the ones that were mixed in, so like light grey and brown, which I can just upload anyway. But he's done that, so I'll be able to upload all of these soon. I don't know where they're going to go. I have also been not loving H drawers. They stick. Some of them are alright, but like these ones at the bottom, where they're really got everything on top of them, I don't know. They're working fine. They're working okay, but they have a lot of cons. So, but I did spend a lot of money to buy them all. So I think this was a rushed decision when I bought all of the H drawers. I should have kind of done some more thinking and looked at some more options, but I was just like, no, I need something right now, so let's buy a bunch. So I think I paid I think they were $9 a unit. They were $9 for 2 drawers. So yeah. But since doing the 1x plates, I've uploaded some stuff into there. Here we go. There's some 1x4 dark bluish grey plates. There's the 1x4 white plates. I've been, going through them and checking them. So yeah, not loving it, but it's all right. I'm also coming to an issue where I don't have enough labeled drawers. Filling everything back up again now that I'm getting back into uploading. So I'm going to have to do some more barcoding. I've got the barcodes printed. Just need to actually label the things. Got some feedback from the last person who picked in the store, and he said he really, really liked that back area. So very pleased with myself for doing that. Absolutely loving the view, having the drawers on the back there rather than looking at shed stuff. So very pleased with myself. But yeah, so I am going to get back to it. Keep uploading these arms and hands, and we'll go from there. I'll probably talk to you tomorrow. I'm actually leaving the shed now. I've got a few errands to run tonight, so I will actually, what I might do is I might just close the laptop. I think I'm actually going to bring my laptop. So, fantastic. All right. Well, you guys have a good night. If it's nighttime for you, I don't know. Whenever you're watching this, and I'll talk to you a bit later. Hello. It is, what day is it today? Bloody hell. I never keep track of my days. Saturday, actually. Bloody hell. It is miserable. It is a miserable day. It's going to be a miserable whole day. It's going to be raining from now until like 2 a.m. apparently. So, and I have people in the shed, no contractors, but I've got somebody. We've got our friend Philip, who does a lot of charity giveaways for kids in need and stuff with Lego. He's coming by to drop off some stuff, and he's going to take off with those boxes of Lego under there. The stuff that's kind of B grade, the stuff that kids would still really appreciate, but we can't sell, and we don't want to. We could sell it. We could sell it. I know I've sold damaged bulk brick for $10 a kilo before, but I'd rather just give it away to Phil, and he can use something. You know, he can use those. But apparently, he's bringing a lot of stuff to sell us, so as well. So very excited about that. And we also have Nathan, who is one of our contractors who hasn't done cataloging in a while, and we thought he wasn't going to be available, but he is. He's coming down today to have a look at all of the assorted bulk. And you might ask, where is all the assorted bulk? Well, we've got one container here that was dropped off a little while ago, but underneath the carport is another, I think, 8 containers of assorted bulk that has been dropped off last night by another one of our contractors. So we're going to be able to go through all of that today. So the first job today is I need to just do a bit of a quick tidy up. It is pretty miserable. And then, so once I've tidied up, I'll bring in all of the boxes in, hopefully not get too wet from the rain. And then we're going to go through it all. We have to sort it all out. I mean, it's all bagged up into their categories, but I need to put all of the, plates with the plates and all that, because they're all mixed up still. So I've got to do that. And then I've got to weigh it all and see what I'm going to give to Nathan. So to catalog. All right. That is the plan. And I've got some other jobs and stuff I want to do. There's a couple of orders over there I need to ship out and whatnot. But that is the plan. We're going to start with that. I'm going to do a tidy up, bring all the bulk in, and we'll catch up in just a second. So I've organized it all. It's actually not a lot. It's actually not a lot of Lego. It doesn't feel like a lot. Once it's all laid out like this. Even though that's like 150 kilos of Lego. So kind of crazy, honestly. Kind of crazy. So I've organized it in all their categories. They're all just stacked up, 1 by bricks, 2 by bricks, 1 by plates, small amount of accessories, tiny bag of figures. Now there is still more coming. I think he has another 40 kilos or so that he's finishing off sorting. But I'm going to weigh everything up, check it all, and check some totals in preparation for our cataloger to come and pick up as much of this as he can. All right, I am going to get back to work, but it's looking pretty cool. I do like the look of it all. A lot of brick separators in the other category. Tiny amount of nature. It's honestly not a lot. I thought it was going to be a lot more. Am I missing a box or something? No, that box is done. That's all the damaged and fake stuff. All right, okay. Well, I'll get back to it. All right, well, that looks a lot more empty. We've had our contractor come in, cataloger contractor, and taken all of that, some angled plates, pretty much everything bar the basic categories, bricks and plates, and then the really complicated ones. So accessories, other, which is always random, and nature, and wheels, because they're not worth it for me to pay somebody. I have to do them myself. We've got damaged stuff over here to deal with, empty containers to deal with. And now what I'll be able to do is I'll be able to merge all of these plates and bricks and stuff. I'm going to sort them all and do them all over the next few weeks and combine them with the stuff I already have. So there's 2 by bricks up there. There's 2 by plates in that container on top of the yellow filing cabinet. More 2 by plates on top of the photo stand. There's more in there. So yeah, we're on a roll. I need to have some lunch, and then we've got Philip coming in, and he's coming to drop off a bunch of stuff. So I've got to kind of get this space kind of usable for him. We also have a contractor coming in tomorrow, so I need to tidy up this place tonight or today beforehand. And then I've got a meeting with my accountant at the end of the day. So keeping very busy, and I've still got to ship that and clear off the desk and bloody hell. Yeah. All right, we're going to get back to it. All right. So we have had Phil come down and he's dropped some stuff off. We've had a look at some stuff. And I bought a bunch of stuff as well. So I've bought these unique pieces, some stuff from Pearl, the Black Pearl and Queen Anne's Revenge, some cool minifigure pieces, a couple of figures, as well as this tub of minifigure pieces, which is pretty cool as well. So that's pretty awesome. The other thing is he sold me this big tub, which is 20 kilos of bulk. So I'm just going to give it to my my ace order and give that to him to do. Packed away the rest of the bulk categories that were on the floor, put them into these tubs. We'll move them out of the way somewhere. And also the big thing that he sold me is this tub. Wasn't expecting to buy it, but if we have a look in here, elf sets, this whole box is just filled with them, absolutely filled. So I've paid a very good deal for the box. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I'm going to part check them, but I don't know if I'm going to give them to my set part checker or my inventory specialist, as I call them, or if I'm going to do them myself. So there's a lot of them in there, like 30 sets maybe. So it's going to be a big job, and I've got a good deal. Wasn't expecting to, so that's a big job. That is a big job. All right. I'm going to upload this stuff here. I think there's about $600 in all these parts. Some of the stuff over there is damaged. A couple of figures I need to upload as well. And I'll attack that lot another day. But I'm going to upload these, and then I'm going to sign off for today. I've got an appointment with my accountant, and I've got to do some admin work. So this is it for today, but I'll do some more filming tomorrow and whatnot. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Well. It is Tuesday morning here in the brick shed. We didn't do much yesterday. I actually got taken away. I thought I was going to do a ton of work yesterday, but I had a small thing come up that I had to attend to. So unfortunately, I was not in the shed, so I didn't do any filming. And I also was meant to close out the vlog yesterday and start a new one. So I'm doing that today. So it's Tuesday morning, bright and early. And I'm wishing you a good rest of your week, or whenever this comes out. Comes out on the weekend, so have a good weekend. Thank you very much for watching another video. It's awesome to get some more expansion into the shed. This back wall is looking great. I'm loving this whole section. If we bring the camera up, look at that. It's fantastic. It's really good. I'm loving how I can take the cart from either side, which we already had that with this gap, but something about the way that the back wall is now set up with drawers as well, something about it is really awesome. I actually, over the weekend, did some more labeling. So I've started labeling the first drawers on the left here. So we've got 3 more units barcoded up, which took a bloody long time. And I've got to do some large drawers next. And I also managed to start filling them as well. So in here, we've got some 1x2 and 1x1 bricks that have been counted up by one of our contractors, and I just listed them the other day. And we've got a little bit more to go through that. So we've still got all of our 1x bricks, 2x bricks, and plates and stuff to do. We've done some, but there is still a fair bit to go. So we've got down here, that box is all 1x bricks, and then over here we've got 2x bricks in that tub, 2x plates, 2x plates. 2x plates, stuff everywhere. And we had, of course, on Saturday or Sunday, one of the days, a bunch of stuff dropped off by Philip, including all of those elf sets down there, over here on my desk, which is looking like a crazy town, which I'm actually working on. So more on that in next week's vlog. So stay tuned for all of that craziness. Anyway, thank you very much for watching another video. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below. I know people ask me about orders and ask me about kind of statistics, kind of stuff that Richie does over at the Yellow Brick Road. And it's just not something that I have enough time for yet. I'm really hoping to do more stuff on YouTube, but it is, it is still secondary to all the Lego things. Order packing is really hard to show you and kind of showing you that process just because I don't do any of the order packing anymore and it's all my contractors. So that makes things a bit tricky showing that. I would like to do a whole video about order packing one day, maybe in a couple of months or so. And then the other thing is like the statistics, like the store statistics, like where we are, lot count, item count, each day or once every video, so once a week. And I should be able to do that. I just need to remember to, I need to set an alarm. I need to, get into the habit of doing it. But if you're looking for kind of statistics on other stores and that kind of stuff, Richie is doing this amazing new section in his vlog called The Store Report, where he goes through kind of the top 10 best performing stores in Australia, and he tracks a bunch of stuff on there, and he does a really good in-depth talk on all of that, as well as diving into some stuff with some international stores as well, some of the bigger ones out there. So I think last week he did Just a Brick in the Bucket, I believe, and he took a look at their store on the new BL metrics. So I would definitely go check out that stuff on his vlogs. It's really, really useful. It's really informative. I get a big kick out of it because oftentimes we're in that top 10. I love seeing our name on there. So definitely go check that out. But if you're looking for kind of more day in the life kind of stuff, definitely stick around here as I work, this is my full-time job. This is all I do. And there's always something interesting happening. So definitely stay tuned for more stuff, especially these elf sets. These are going to be really awesome. So anyway, that's all from me. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next vlog. Catch ya.